Most gardeners treat bell peppers like short-term crops. Plant them, harvest a few fruits, pull them out, and start again next season. That single habit quietly destroys their real potential. Bell peppers are not fragile annuals by nature. When grown correctly, they behave more like small fruiting shrubs, producing continuously for months and even years without disturbing the soil. Once you understand how peppers actually grow and feed themselves, the idea of infinite harvest stops sounding like hype and starts looking like missed opportunity. Digging breaks fungal networks, collapses soil structure, and forces pepper roots to restart repeatedly. Bell peppers hate root disturbance. They respond to digging by slowing growth, dropping flowers, and limiting fruit size. When soil is left undisturbed, roots grow deeper, microbial life stabilizes, and nutrient exchange becomes constant instead of seasonal. This stability is the foundation of endless production. Peppers grown in no-dig beds experience fewer stress cycles, which, directly translates to more flowers and longer fruiting periods. A pepper bed should be built once, and honestly, just fed from the top forever. Start with loose soil that drains well, then add a surface layer of organic matter rather than mixing it in. Compost, leaf mold, or aged manure placed on top becomes food for worms and microbes, which transport nutrients downward naturally. This top-feeding method, it really mimics forest soil. Roots follow moisture and nutrients deeper instead of spreading shallow and fragile. Bare soil, overheats, dries out, and ends up killing microbial life. Even though bell peppers evolved in warm climates, they actually prefer their roots to stay cool. So a thick mulch layer really helps keep the soil temperature stable, protects moisture, and continuously feeds those important soil organisms. You can use straw-shredded leaves or even dried grass clippings for mulch. It's important to maintain a mulch layer that's at least 5 to 8 centimeters thick. Honestly, just this one habit can often double your harvests by preventing stress during flowering. Peppers really don't need heavy feeding if the soil ecosystem is alive and well. Instead of reaching for fertilizers, just use microbial food instead. One simple compost tea provides everything peppers need without forcing unnatural growth. To make it, just add 1 cup of finished compost to 10 liters of water. Stir well and let it sit for 12 hours, giving it a stir every now and then. Water directly at the soil level around each plant once every 2 weeks. This feeds bacteria and fungi, which then feed the plant on demand. Healthy soil releases nutrients slowly, preventing blossom drop and bitterness. Peppers produce fruit on new growth, not old wood. Light strategic pruning keeps the plant in a constant growth phase. So first off, it's important to remove the lowest branches that touch the soil, as this helps prevent disease. Next, thin out any crowded interior stems. This will improve airflow and light penetration throughout the plant. And never hard prune peppers. The goal here is redirection, not shock. A lightly pruned plant will naturally shift its energy into fresh flowering tips, instead of maintaining unnecessary foliage. Leaving ripe peppers on the plant actually signals to the plant that its job is done. On the other hand, frequent harvesting does the opposite. Pick peppers as soon as they reach usable size, even if they're still green. This action triggers the plant to produce more flowers immediately. In warm climates or protected areas, peppers can live for years. At the end of the season, cut the plant back by about 1/3, reduce watering just a bit, and keep the mulch nice and thick. This encourages dormancy rather than death. When temperatures rise again, the plant resumes growth with a fully developed root system, producing earlier and heavier than any seed-grown plant. Crowded peppers compete for light and airflow, which increases disease pressure and reduces fruit size. So give each plant enough space to spread out naturally. You know, a single well-spaced pepper often outproduces 3 crowded ones. Space allows for deeper roots, better photosynthesis, and stronger stems that are capable of carrying heavier fruit loads. Peppers really hate extremes. Inconsistent watering causes flower drop and, honestly, misshapen fruit. Deep, infrequent watering encourages roots to grow downward, making plants both drought-resistant and stable. So, it's best to water at the soil level rather than on the leaves, and let the top few centimeters dry out before you water again. This rhythm, honestly, helps peppers train themselves to regulate their own needs. No digging preserves soil structure. Mulch, feeds microbes. Compost fuels biology. Pruning, well, it redirects energy. And harvesting actually triggers growth. Together, these actions create a self-reinforcing cycle where the plant never receives the signal to stop producing. This is not about tricks. It's really about aligning with how peppers naturally want to grow. If this helped you see peppers differently, go ahead and subscribe to Nature's Blueprint, share this with another gardener, and help revive smarter growing methods that actually last.